We're live. Hi, guys. My headset. Yes. Okay. This is my headset. Hi, guys. Welcome to my live stream. So, today's video is about how to tell if a Taurus man is into you. Oh, okay. So, we're going to wait a little bit until some of the subscribers join us. I know this is the time where other YouTubers also go live. So I hope you guys are doing well during this pandemic. I think they're reopening most of the stores and you're able to go out, but today in the news they talked about a second wave, so I'm curious how Christmas is going to be. So let me see. Yes, I'm live. Let me write something in the comment section. Hey, today's topic is about how to tell if Taurus man is into you. Let me know your questions. If you have any questions concerning the Taurus man, leave it in a comment. I'm just gonna check out a few mails. Oh, DebXWXSS. So I remember you. You was the one who asked me. Yeah, from the last live. About the Taurus man. I was talking about his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. So you responded to me. What did he say? Hey, it's me again. Wow. So I told him about it, and he said that I was doing too much. It didn't even make sense. So wait a minute. I told you to tell him in a feminine way. Yeah, I remember the answer. I told you to tell him in a feminine way that you don't feel comfortable when he talks about his ex the whole time because it kind of hurts your feelings and you're dating him and you want to get to know him. And I told you that if he cares about you, he will take it to heart and basically stop talking about her. But if he doesn't, then if he scoffs you off, that's what I told you. If he's like, come on, take it easy, don't act this way, then you know that he doesn't really care. And you telling me that he basically told you that you was doing too much means he doesn't see you that way. I don't know any man who likes a woman a lot and she tells him about things that hurts her, and usually the Taurus man will ask you why, and then he will respect your feelings. But if he's like, come on, calm down, it means basically you have no reason to act that way. You have no reason to feel hurt and basically doing too much because you are doing too much because he's giving you less of him and he doesn't see you in that way to care about you that much. That's why you're doing too much because he doesn't care much. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, who do we have? Oh, Lily Me, you replied to me. Oh wow, this is a very long letter by Lilimi Darit. Okay, let me read this. So Lilimi was the one who asked, yeah, that she contacted the Taurus and then he distanced himself and then he came back and you told him that you moved on and he basically told you to think about it and you notice on his IG that he starts following depressed stuff. Now, what did I tell you? I think I told you. There's my answer. I told you that he might be going through something. Just because a Taurus man is distant, comes back, and you see he's watching depressed stuff, doesn't mean that it's about you. It basically could mean that he has been going through something, as a family member died, or he is sick himself, or someone in his family is affected, or even his pet. Or I even told you, did his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, if he has one, cheated on him or left him, or did he lose his job, and did someone in his family die? Because just because he's watching depressing stuff on IG doesn't mean it's about you. Like, we females sometimes tends to get too much, like, oh, it's all about me. He's sad because of me. Nah, it could be really something in his personal life. So I'd advise you to go and find out what it is that he's going through if you really like him, and then you can connect with him in case you've been through that too, or just be there for him. Be there, do it once, not always, so that he can commit later, because he has built a kind of a connection, a trust with you. And Taurus man needs a trust basis. He needs a foundation where he feels like he can talk to you, he can trust you. So, and I also said, but if it's hurting you, leave him and focus on your happiness with someone else. P.S. I know you like him and will stay because you obviously follow what he watches on IG. I had to write that. I mean, I already knew that you was going to deal with him, because most women are doing themselves or are giving themselves a hard time moving on from a Taurus man, because they always find a way or a reason to stay with him. So, I mean, not when you're not in a relationship. I mean, when you're dating in the early phases, a lot of females see things in Taurus men that they don't like, or they know it's toxic, and they will still stay because they hope that he would change for them. I'll do another video on that, about Taurus men changing. This is gonna be fun. So I basically knew that you're gonna stay because you follow him on IG, and not only do you follow him, but you also look at what he looks. So that's too much. That's really too much. So what you answer me is, we also had, I call it an argument, and I told my male best friend and female best friend about it. They saw it too because they both had my account. They both had your account, meaning they can log into your account, or they both texted him because we were mad at him. Because they were mad at him for doing me wrong. I too. He told me he was joking, but he wasn't loyal. What? But he only got mad when my male best friend texted him, because he asked me why I texted him. And I said he's my best friend, where I can text him loyal. He said, okay, I don't care, and started calling me ugly. Not trying to be cocky, but I know that I'm not ugly. He was just mad and jealous, I guess. And said that he never liked me and cared about me. Now I believe that you're not ugly, so you can be ugly and beautiful, and people still call you ugly just to hurt you. So, do you think he really meant it when he said he didn't care? He was just mad, or was he just mad? You mean? That's beside the point. But my little brother is a Taurus, and one of my close friends is a Taurus, and they say they don't care a lot when it's actually affecting them. I've noticed that some Taurus say they don't care just to say it and don't really mean it. Yes, yes. Some Taurus say they don't care because they don't mean it, but some Taurus really, really do care, and still say it. So you have to watch at the reaction. If a Taurus is very, very distant, very defensive, like I don't care, I don't care, but they keep talking about it, they keep bringing it up, they insult you. And Taurus usually doesn't insult very fast unless they want to bring your self-esteem down, which he's doing. He cares. He's some kind of what cares, but this is crumbling. This is like when someone gives you little crumbs of interest and you pick up on that. Like, this has happened to a lot of females that write me with their Taurus man. They know he doesn't care about them that much, but because of little situation like this, like for example, oh he texted me, oh but he got mad, oh but he came back after ghosting me. So I know, Irene, you're telling me to move on, but I'm not moving on. I mean, he cares some kind of how, right? Why else would he not, like, he wouldn't contact me if it's not that way. Imagine you are dealing with someone that you don't care that much. Imagine you're dating someone who's not really, really into you. What would you tell them? Like, if they text you, you would text them. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. If you're not really into someone, what would you do? You would text them when you're bored and show some kind of interest if that person is starting to bug you, and then you ghost them again when someone else is there who's more interesting to you, and then you come back, and then when that person is dealing with someone else, you're like, wait a minute, why are you talking to someone else? I thought I was the best that you had. So what happens is you basically show the other person that you have options, but they're not okay with that because they thought they're the best options for you. So the only way that I would say, first of all, I want to know how old you guys are. You sound like teenagers. Are you teenagers? Because you say your best friend, your male best friend, your female best friend contacted him, and you wrote your other best friend, or I don't know if it's the same male best friend, but you're basically sending the beehive after this Taurus man. So you have definitely shown that you have more feelings towards this Taurus than he has towards you. Because he tells you, okay, I don't care. If you really like a Taurus that really likes you is not gonna tell that to you very fast. Let me tell you. When the Taurus is mad, of course they're gonna say, "Oh, I don't care," but because you threw it at them first. But if they tell you blatantly they don't care, there's half truth, and half lie. Half lie is, I kind of care because you are my only option that I'm dating right now. Or I have some interest in you, and the half truth is, I really don't care about you that much, so don't work yourself all up. And Taurus like to bring people down on their feet, so they're not gonna be like, they want to take that power away from you by saying I don't care. So they'll be like, I don't care, so that you feel small, and then you come back, or you walk the way they want you to walk and act the way they want you to act, basically. AKA the Taurus mother. Taurus moms they want their children to do and be and live the way they imagined their children's life to be. So to you, Lily me, I would say this whole situation is a mess. I'm wondering what you want. You said you move on or you moved on. Keep moving on. Stop entertaining him then. Why all this stress, bugging, bombarding him with 3 people or 2, having the whole beehive behind him? He's telling you you're not, he doesn't care. And then, you laugh about it. And then he's telling you he's joking. And you're sitting there trying to figure out if that dude likes you or not. Now, if you guys are in high school, yes, most likely you guys, teenagers tend to be like, okay, let me act as if I don't care, but deep down I care. But when you're older, you tell what's on your mind very easily. Like, or people can tell after a time because it's just too much to deal with. So I'll be like, just move on. I told you, if you want to deal with this dude, talking to him is not that much, but mirror him. Act the same way he acts, basically. If he's not texting you, or texts you after 3 or 4 days, then ghost him. Or answer 2 weeks later when he comes back from the ghosting. He's gonna see how it feels like. And if he doesn't really respond, you know he doesn't care. I'm telling you, this Taurus is not that much into you. And that's how we come in today's topic, finally. So, how to tell a Taurus man is really into you. I have to drink some water. When I read my mails, I'm always so shocked with what kind of man you guys are dealing with. A Taurus man is really into you, number one. When a Taurus man approaches you, I did so many videos about how a Taurus man flirts, how he watches before he approaches you. So if you're looking nice, your perfume is nice, and you have that gentleman that is coming over to you, or that nice guy, or well kept together guy, cool guy, whatever, that is approaching you in a friendly way, not like, hey babe, let's go. Hello, miss. Respectful, friendly. And he finally comes to you. You know he's into you because he wants to get to know you. And he crossed the room just to come to talk to you. And he had other females and he just came to talk to you. So that's the first thing when he approaches you. The second thing is when he stares at you for a long time and you can tell. So there's the staring with just staring, looking. But there's the staring with watching every move that you do, the way you're dressed, the way you smile, the way you act. Like you have the feeling that his eyes are glued on you. He's interested and is watching you just to see the way you act and if he can approach you. Now, some might not approach, but you can drop something and get into a conversation. Who said that you can't? So that's the second thing, the long Taurus gaze, the stare. When Taurus likes someone, even from afar, Taurus are people watcher. Like when a Taurus female sees an attractive male, she will stare at him. She most likely won't do the first step at all. She will maybe show some interest, but most of the time she just absorbs his weight. And that's the Taurus man. He does the same. He absorbs everything, your fingernails, your toes, your perfume, your hair, your face, the way you act. He absorbs everything. So make sure you look your best every day. Look on point. Look ready to meet that Taurus man that you want to meet. Number 3, how to tell he's into you. He reaches out to you, ladies. That's the common denominator. Like, for yourself. Like, he reaches out to you. Think about it. Which man? There are men who reach out to you and they just want to sleep with you. But that's for every man. It just depends on how long you prolong it, and you'll see who hangs around. But he just reaches out to you, reaching out to you like, "Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. I was wondering, there's this new restaurant that is opening, and I wanted to try it out. I was wondering if, Saturday evening you have any plans? Oh, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I will let you know later on." And then in the evening, you call him back or text him back. Yeah, Saturday sounds good. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, great. Let's go out and meet. And if you say no, and he contacts you again after a couple of days, hey, last time it didn't work. Let us meet this time. You know he's interested because he keeps engaging. He keeps trying to see you. He calls you to see how you're doing, to see I'm not talking about texting like, "Hey, baby," or "Yo, what you doing?" Not, that's just booty call, aka let me see who responds kind of message. I'm talking about the real inviting, spending time together kind of um yeah, kind of engagement. He wants to really meet you in public and really see you. That's how you know a Taurus is really into you. So, number one was when he approaches you. Number two, um, when he gazes at you and gives you that Taurus stare. And number three, when he basically wants to engage with you and invites you into, to spend time with him at his place or in a restaurant. So, number four, how to tell Taurus is into you. When the Taurus is into you, when you have a problem, let me just say your grandma died or your parents died, the Taurus man will usually try to be there for you. When the Taurus man cares about you, he will most definitely pick up the phone when you tell him someone in your family died. Like, oh my God, my grandmother died. And then he listens to you and he's there for you. He checks upon you. He, you know, basically cares what's going on in your life. He he really wants to be there for you and give you advice, because a lot of Taurus men like to give advice. They have if you're dealing with an older one, depends, but even when they're younger, they have um they sometimes talk as if they're older than they are. So he'll want to help you in that situation, and that's where the femininity comes in. You can ask him little questions like, oh, I was thinking about getting a car, so, but I don't know how to start. He's gonna ask, don't you have someone else to ask? And I said, I was trying to do it on my own, but I realized I don't really have any kind of, knowledge about cars. So maybe you can help me. Maybe I was wondering, maybe you know some things about cars, maybe. Or you wait until he also joins the conversation and gives you the tips. And usually when he's into you, he's gonna help you. So number five, how to tell if a Taurus man is into you. The most obvious is when he shares secrets with you. We know that Taurus people are very secretive, as in they don't let anyone or not a lot of people into their lives, and that's because the same loyalty that they give to other people is not, sometimes it's not reciprocated, or people don't people have hurt their feelings, so they have mistrust. Um, so when he trusts you with secrets like childhood traumas or things he's going through, listen and figure out, first of all, figure out if it's a lie. And second of all, look at the way he acts when he's telling you that. Is he getting very emotional? You can sense when someone is getting emotional, unless that person is a very good actor or actress. But when the Taurus man gets really emotional, you can see it in his eyes and his demeanor that it really touches his heart. I had that one Taurus man who was very close to his mother, and his mother died. And he was acting all cool and all chilled about it. And after 2, 3 weeks, he called me up and wanted to date. And I talked to him from Taurus to Taurus. I asked him how he was able to move on so fast. And that's because all of his friends already told him that his mother was going to die anyway. Why is he wasting his time caring about her? And I thought that was wrong because I think it doesn't matter if oh, Kim Possible. Wait a minute, Kim, I'm gonna answer your question. So like I told you, he didn't know if he can open to me, but afterwards he did open to me and revealed himself that he already figured out his mother was gonna die a long time ago, so he detached himself from that feeling, but he was still there for her until the end, but he was already preparing himself mentally to let it go. So the Taurus man gets very emotional about certain stuff, and when he trusts you with these secrets, you know he's really into you. So Kim Possible, do Taurus men lie often? Girl, you know that's wrong. Yes, they do. Taurus men lie often. First of all, now two things. I don't want to demonize or bash Taurus men before they come here and tell me, oh, you lie. Taurus men lie in a positive way when they don't want to hurt your feelings. If you are a woman that gets mad very fast, or if you're a friend of his or his girlfriend, he will lie to you if he knows that he's hurting your feeling. If he knows he cannot tell you the truth because you cannot handle it. If he has the impression that you are soft, sensible, and he has already had the experience with you that you cry or that you get raged and worked up when he tells you the truth, he will start lying and lie very often. That's the positive side of lying. When the Taurus does that, um it's just to spare your feelings and not hurt you and not get you worked up, and he doesn't want any stress. The second one, the negative way when the Taurus lies to you, is when the Taurus man is like all men are players, and not all men, but the ones that are players, they lie to women all the time just to connect with them, make them open and sleep with them. A Taurus man is very good at that. I don't remember which YouTuber said it, but there's this one YouTuber that told that Taurus men are good at breaking down strong women, and I agree. I know a lot of Taurus men that were with independent, strong women. And you would wonder, wait a minute, you are masculine. How can you deal with that woman? It's because they know what they can benefit from her. So they will lie to her. Yes, of course, you're the only female I'm dealing with. Yes, of course, I care about your feeling. No, trust me with your childhood traumas. Trust me with your secrets. They are safe with me. And what you think the females are doing? Oh, he's being so sensible. Oh, I love his feminine side. Oh, he's so down to earth, relaxed, cool, calm, and collected. And then she opens herself to him. And then the mind games begin. The mind games is mastered by the Taurus man, no matter what age. He will use everything he has and he knows from you against you, to lie to you, to cheat on you, to do different stuff. Do Taurus men lie often so sweet and innocent? Do you mean so sweet and innocent as in that's the way they appear? Damn devil. Kim, stop playing before you bring the anti Taurus vibe over here. Yes, but they really seem very sweet and innocent. Oh, lady, I like Taurus men, but they're oh my god, they're good. They're so good. Oh, and you know who are the worst ones with these mind games? The ones that have been played and cheated. Now, you know, Taurus men hold grudges. Imagine what a Taurus man goes through in his head after a woman cheated on him. He will seek revenge by playing the same game on other females. A Taurus man that has been cheated on, lied to, betrayed, he acts as if he moved on and forgiven, but he's most likely gonna carry that attitude around by saying, "You're just playing me." So because he thinks you're just playing him, he doesn't take you serious. Oh yeah, you women are the same. I know you're lying to me. My ex-girlfriend cheated on me. Who are you talking to? Who are you writing? Oh, yeah. Oh no, that's just my friend from school. Yeah, right. That's just your friend from school. You women are liars, cheaters, blah blah blah. That's the way he thinks. And then he's gonna do the same thing out there. And it's just so bad because a lot of females fall for this Taurus man. They act so strong. They act so innocent and sweet and caring and trustworthy. But then when they turn around, they will play you. Like a lot of men can play, but a Taurus man, he can break the sweet, the strong, and the innocent. He can play all types of females, and that's because he watches you. That's why I told you, women, to get all the information that you can have from a Taurus so that you know the way he thinks, you know his weaknesses, you know the way he acts when he's saying certain things, and you can read him like a book. But he can't read you because you start mirroring him. He doesn't call, you don't call. He lies, you lie. That's it. And then when he's trying to play you, he's gonna ask himself, wait a minute, why isn't this working? Yeah, because you're mirroring him. You're not falling for his game. I, in the past, when I was single, I used to do that. And I realized the Taurus men that I was dating never really trusted me because, and I asked him why. I'm like, wait, I'm so nice to you. I was really nice to him. I treated him great. But he's like, but I still can't place you. I still don't know what game you're running. I still don't know if this is your real face. And you would normally think, what does he mean? If is this your real face? What does he mean? Is this the real you? You would try to prove to this man, oh no, this is the real me. Oh no, you can trust me. What do I need to do so that you can trust me? Read between the lines. I don't know if this is the real you. It's basically telling me I'm playing the game, but I don't know which game you are playing so that I can play you. Number one. The other thing is when he tells you, I don't know if this is the real you, and I don't know if you're running games. It's basically I'm running my game. It's not working. Are you smarter than me? Is your game stronger? Read between the lines, ladies. Have your own game. Kim Possible, the only one writing me in the chat. I'm a Libra. I'm older than him and I'm very honest about my feelings. He seemed really mature initially, but the mind games are so childish. Like love, been there, done that. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. It's and also I understand you're Libra. I've been with Libras. They're very open. They are very and I think they're the kind of people that you can have them as friends because Libras, if I had to choose, I would definitely have one Libra because some Libra have like they will go through hell and fire for you when they care about you. And that would actually match with the Taurus, you would think, because the Taurus is very loyal as well. But I'm telling you, when the Taurus, this is my last tip. When the Taurus sees a weakness or thinks he can play you, he will do it. He will do it. If you give him any kind of hint, oh, I'm like this, I'm like that, he will do it. He seems mature. You're right, Kim Possible. He seems mature. But his mind games are childish. But I can see, Kim, that you have dealt with at least one Taurus man or even two to know what you're writing. Because many don't see through the game. And if many would see through the game like you did, they would realize how childish his games are. And what will they do exactly? they will realize that either they will think they're too good for this Taurus man, or they will realize he's not that great after all. And that's their biggest fear. A Taurus man, seeing that you don't find him attractive or you don't find him good anymore because you saw through his game, is the worst thing that can happen. Is the worst thing that can happen, because he thought he had you under control. But if you can see through his bullshit, he doesn't. And a lot of females disappear, move on, get another man, and then they come and write me, "Hey Irene, after 2 months, we'll be great friends." Yeah. After a couple of times, some women realize that Taurus men aren't all that. And I've heard that a lot. There are very good Taurus men out there. Yes, Kim Possible. I like him. I don't want to not like him. Girl, I understand you. I know how you feel. I understand all women who date Taurus. I'm surrounded by Taurus people. I tell you. And there are very good Taurus people out there, but I'm talking about the ones who you can't figure out because they're playing games that are childish. And I understand when you're saying, "I like him, I do not want to like him," but realize now that you have seen through his games, what you think is going to come next. Now, what I would advise you is to not confront him. A lot of females confront the Taurus man. I don't know what you think you can get out of him by confronting him. A Taurus man doesn't like to be confronted at all. If he's your husband, he's going to be like, "Okay, I'm stuck with you anyway," or, "Oh, I love you, honey, so okay, we can talk this out." But if you're just dating him, no commitment, and you confront him, don't. What? I don't know why you females sometimes think if he's going to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I will not do it." He's going to be like, "Oof, no, let me go, let me disappear," and then you cry, and then he comes back, and then you start giving everything he wants because you're afraid that he will leave again. The more you spend time with your Taurus, the more you get to know him, the more you see through the lies, Kim, the more you see through the lies. Every game, every scenario, you get tired yourself. Deal with your Taurus, man. Maybe, like I said, he's been hurt before, he has been cheated on, blah, blah, blah. We all have been hurt before. But maybe that's his wall that he's building, and he's afraid to let somebody in, as all the Taurus man. If you want to deal with him, deal with him. But like I said, date multiple, have options, don't focus on one person, and just see how things are going. Is he gonna put more effort into you? Look at how many games he's playing, which lie he's telling, because when you meet the next Taurus, you will already know everything. And then you also know what to say and how to react, because you already saw that from your last Taurus. But I'm telling you, sometimes the more, at least the ones that are playing strong games that are very childish without even knowing, they don't even know that they're childish. They don't even know that you can see through their game. That's so sad. Like, they don't know. They don't realize that you can see through their game. They think, "Oh, I have her under control. Haha, let me ghost her for 5 days." Like, when I did that skit about Taurus men not calling you, I'm not saying all the Taurus men are doing that. I'm talking about the ones that are playing you. They're like on their phone. "Oh, she texts me again. Ha 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 ha." And then he feels very important. "Yes, she's after me." And then he ghosts you, and you get sad because everything went good, and you wonder why he's gone. But when you ghost him, he's not gonna notice it because he's been playing you and playing with other females. But after a while, he's gonna be like, "What happened to this girl or this girl?" He calls you, he texts you. Don't pick up. Do the same thing. But you will realize after a while how childish he is, and you will lose your interest or your attraction for him if you are a woman that knows what she wants and you look in the mirror and you are realistic about your looks, if you can do better or not. I always think you can do better, but you really have to do better and get someone better. Don't just sit there and say, I can do better, blah, 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 and dump it and move on. Really do better, know what you want in a man, match it, and then get it. But don't sit there with your Taurus man. It's so sad. It's really sad. Some of them are really great, but some of them are just full of trash. It's like I have young and old Taurus men who tell me, like, Irene, I don't know why females find me interesting, but they don't want to deal with me. Well, because they have been dealing with Taurus men like you, and they can smell BS from afar. So, ladies, that's it for the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it helped you to realize if your Taurus man is into you. And let me know in the comment section what kind of video you want me to do next. Or if you have any kind of question, consultations, or questions, you can send me to my email via irenevonbeyenbach@gmail.com. I'll leave it in the description box below. And I'm very thankful that my channel is growing. I'm really surprised at how many people are really interested in my Taurus videos. And I've also have a lot of Taurus men that tell me that they agree with what I'm saying and that I know what I talk about. And that's because I'm not here to bash Taurus men, not at all. But I'm here to help female understand a Taurus man that they're dealing with, because it can be time consuming. It can be hurtful. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.